Want to connect it to you can't get all the on this one.
Yeah.
Connect it. I want to connect to my own. Give Abraham a new password for it, or any of them want to Can we start now? Is everybody up? Yeah. Who is Noah? The first guy. Are we ready? Can I start? Okay, most of you, the volume is just on. Maybe your networks are weak. Okay, that's why. Speak. Connect your own place. But you're on Zoom. Zoom there. So how would you know? Use web. Let me go to Google and that's so you cannot hear the volume. So you cannot get the volume on that one. I mean, with the internet from that one.
Okay, no, it's not that one internet. Oh,
It's my internet. It's my internet. Okay, let's start our Excel class now. Let's start our Excel class now. All those people making noise. Yes. Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at Microsoft Excel, an accounting software that you can use to do charts, plot graphs, insert formula, and do a whole lot of things. And we're going to be learning how to do all this. So to get started quickly, let me quickly share my screen. Yes, I believe everybody is seeing my screen now. Class, can you see my screen? Is it clear? Are you seeing my screen? Okay, so we're looking at Microsoft Excel. That's what we're looking at today. So what is Microsoft Excel? Class, what is Microsoft Excel? Microsoft Excel that allows you to create professional spreadsheets. So when you go to some company and they tell you, do you know spreadsheet? So they're also asking you, do you know Microsoft Excel, or do you know how to use an accounting software? So Microsoft Excel allows you to create professional spreadsheets and charts. Chart, do you know what charts are? Charts are graphs, bar chart, line graph, column chart, histogram, all those things are known as charts. So Microsoft Excel is an accounting software that helps you to create such charts and spreadsheets. It performs numerous functions and formulas to assist you in your project. So if you have any project that involves calculation, with Microsoft Excel, you can get your calculations done in a very easy manner. And those are the things we are going to be practicing. Now, the Excel screen, I'm going to open up my Excel so that you see the Excel screen. So this is an Excel. This is a Microsoft Excel. Can you, all of you, see this Microsoft Excel screen? So this very screen is devoted to display a workbook. So once you have this screen, what you are seeing here is what we call a workbook. This is a workbook. Now, the workbook consists of grids and columns. So this is the workbook. We call all these ones, these horizontal ones, like this B down, C down, call them columns. We call them what? Columns. Whereas the 1 and 2, the horizontal ones, we call them the rows. We call them the what? We call them the what? So these are rows, whereas these are what? Columns. Is that clear? Now, the intersection of a row and a column is a rectangular area called a cell. The intersection of a row and column, let's say inside here now, is the intersection of column G and row 9. Column G and row 9. So this is a cell, and the name of this cell is G9. Is that clear? Is that clear? So this is, you can see this is column what? G, and this is row what? 9. So how you know the name of a cell is by noting the name of the column and the name of the row. So this is G9. Can you see G9? So class, tell me, what is the name of this cell, the cell that I'm in now? What? K5, very simple. And if you look here, you will see the name of the cell. The name is already here, so you don't even need to look for it. K5. Class, tell me, what is the name of the cell that I'm in now? C12, thank you. Class, what is the cell that I'm in now? E18, thank you. So that is how you know the cell. Now, the Excel worksheet contains 16,384 rows that extend down the worksheet, numbered from 1 to 16,384. So now, if you look at this row, you can see this is row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, row 6. So this row, they don't stop at 25. They went down up to 16,384. Is that clear? Now, the Excel worksheet contains 256 columns that extends across the worksheet, lettered A to Z. Then when it gets to Z, it starts another AA, down to AZ. Then when it gets to that, it starts to BA, down to BZ, continues all to IZ. So what do they mean? This is what they mean. These are the column A, column B, column C, column D. So this column went down up to column Z. Then after Z, it continued
A, down again. So the total number of columns that you have is how many? 200 and what? 200 and what? 256. So now the Excel worksheet can contain as many as 256 sheets. 256 sheets. So what do we mean by 256 sheets? When you get back again, you are going to see sheet 1, sheet 2, and sheet 3. Can you see sheet 1, sheet 2, and sheet 3? Can you see them? Look at my cursor. Can you see them? So if you want more sheets, can you see this place? You click now, you see another sheet 4. You click again, sheet 5, sheet 6. And this can get up to sheet what? Up to sheet what? 256. Is that clear? Then the initial numbers on the sheet worksheet, which are changed by the user, is 60. So you can be changing the sheet name, which I'm going to teach you how to do that. Then on the last point, it says that each cell has its own cell reference, which are a combination of the column letter and the row number. I've said that before, but now, for example, the upper left cell of the worksheet has A1. Who can help me identify A1? Can you see where A1 is? And that is why the cell reference is the A1. Another name for cell name is cell reference. And that's what they call it in Excel. Is that clear? Is that clear? So with that, we'll start immediately. With that, we'll start immediately. So let's go to the first practical, the first exercise. So this is what we are supposed to type. We are supposed to type this out. Then once we type it out, we are going to practice all this. Is that clear? So I'm going to leave you to type this, but I'm going to start typing it while I leave you to complete the typing. So to type this is very important. So I'm going to open my Excel. This is my Excel. Please, if you don't know how to open Excel, just click on, if you're using Windows 10 like me, click inside this search box and just type Excel. You see it. You see the icon, you click on it. Also, another way you can use in opening it, if you click, if you're using Windows 7, click on the start bar, you will see all programs. Click on all programs, you see Microsoft Office, click on it, then click on Microsoft Excel. This will open. So to type this very first exercise, we are going to see that column 1, is there anything written on row 1? Nothing is on row 1. So we started from row 2. So that's where we are starting. And row 2 expands and goes through column A, B, C, D, E, and F. So to make our own go through that, we simply come to column 2, we'll click and drag up to F. Can you see what I did? So once you do that, you see where they wrote merge and center. Can you see merge and center? Can you see where I am merge and center? So I click on it. So once you click on it, all of them will now become one cell so that I can type what was written there, Coral Automore. So I can simply now come here and type my word, Coral Automore. Is that clear, class? So that's the first thing I've done. So with that done, I can simply do the other ones. So in column 3, I have SI number and salesperson. So I simply go there very fast. This is the first one. I have what? SI dot what? Number. Then in the second column, what do I have? I'm gonna stretch this by taking my cursor here so that it can enter. Then what do I have in the second one? Sales what? Salesperson. So I'm gonna also stretch this. So I'll go back. After salesperson, I have car type and new / used. So when I come here, I'm gonna stretch this more. Car what? Type and what? New what / what? Used. Thank you. So I'll do the next thing. What's the next thing there? Date of transaction and amount. Amount is the last thing, isn't it? So I'll get back. I type what? Date of transaction. You can also double click to make it the same size. So just double click on top of the column. Then last thing there is what? Amount. Thank you. So that is that. I've indicated all the column heading. And you can see that they are bold. And Okoro Otomo is also bold. So I simply head back to this. So I click here and click on B. Can you see this B? Bold. So it's going to make Koro Otomo is now bold. I'm going to also select all this and click bold. So everything now is bold and this is perfect. So I'm going to quickly go back. This is 112, 112 down. So I'm going to put it. So once I go back, this is what 111. This one is what 112. Abi 113, 114, 115. I think that's where it ends. Then I'm going to get back. So under salesperson, I have what? Ali Mohammed Hussein, Saud and Ahmed. Ali Mohammed Hussein, Saud and Ahmed. So help me out. So what do I have? Ali, then what? Mohammed, then who? Hussein, then who? Saud. So let me get back. Who are Saud and Ahmed? So I have what? Saud and what? Ahmed. Very simply. Then under the next one, what do I have? I have a car type. I have what? Honda, Mercedes, BMW. So I have what? Honda. Next thing is what? Mercedes, what? BMW. Then what else? Then I have what? Lexus, then Honda. Lexus, then what? Honda. Then underused and new, what type do I have? I have, the first one is used, new, used, new, used. So what do I have? New, used, then what? New, then another what? New, and what? Used. Abi? So I'm gonna take out this used from here. So what's the next thing? We have what? Date of transaction 22 Jan and 03 Feb. So I have what? 22 Jan and what? 03 what? Feb. Isn't it? So going forward, I also have what? 08 Feb, 15 Feb, 15 Feb. 08 what? Feb. Then what? 15 Feb. And what? Another 15 what? Feb. Is that what I have? Then under amount, what do I have? 19,000, 24,200. So I have what? 19,000. Then I have what? 24,200. Abi? Then after that, what do I have? 46,000, 45,000, 8,500. 46 what? Then what? 85,000. Huh? Okay. Then what? 8,500. Abi? So that is the worksheet. We've been able to prepare this very worksheet, but you can see that it's not looking exactly the way the other one is looking. So we're going to follow through the instructions to make it look exactly the way the other one is looking. So the next page is the instruction. This is the instruction. Is that clear? So the instruction now is what you're going to be doing every day. Open a new Excel file, delete worksheet, sheet 2 and sheet 3. That's the first instruction. So I get back here. It says I should delete. You know, I created extra sheets here, but so I'm going to go to delete. Once you right click, you delete. Is that clear? Oh, I've been working on worksheet 6. So please, I'm going to delete this worksheet 1. Delete. That's how you delete by simply right clicking and going to delete. Is that clear? Class, is that clear? So please delete all the other sheets and leave only the sheet that you have. you've typed on. So the next instruction says, create a worksheet above in sheet 1 and rename it to Coral. So this worksheet above, I've created it, but you should rename this from sheet, it should have been sheet 1, but since it's sheet 6, I should do what? Rename it to what? Coral. So once you right click, you will see where you can rename. So after typing in the name, press the enter key. Can you see that the sheet is renamed to Coral? Is that clear to everybody? So what's the next instruction? Next instruction says, set column width as column A and B to be, their column width to be 9. And column C and D, the column width to be what? 11. So when you get back, these are columns. So this is column A, I click on it, then I hold down the shift key, the control key, and now click on column B. So I've selected the 2 columns. So with my cursor on top of A, I will right click, then I will see column width. Can you see column width? Can you see column width? Click on it and put, what number do we put there? 9. That's what you are told. So with that now, it's now on the same dimension as what you are given. So I get back again. You say column C and D is 11. So when I go back, I select what? C, hold down the control key, select D. Then right click and say what? Column width. Then I put what? 11 and press OK. So it's now, all of them are normal size now. So I get back again. What's the next instruction? Set the height of row 2 to be 40. Height of row 2 to be 40. When you get back now, you can see that row 2, if you look at the height here of this Coral, you see that it's longer and it is in row 2. So I simply get back here. This is row 2. I click there. I right click and say, you will see where they wrote row height. So I should put what? 40. And I press enter key. You can see now that it is bigger and it's much more looking like what we are giving. It's much more looking like this now. So I get back to the instruction. The number 5 instruction say, align all column labels horizontally and vertically at center. Align all column labels horizontally and vertically at the center. That's the next instruction. So I go back. Column labels are all these things where we have SI number, sales number, car type, all those things are what we call column label. So you say you should align them horizontally and vertically at the center. So I can select all of them because I want to align all of them. So I simply do what? Click and drag to select all of them. Then I right click. You will see format cell. So once you click on format cell, you will see where you can align all of them horizontally and vertically to the center. So this thing is gonna come out now and I'll align them. Please, after the class, you can replay the video and follow the steps. Is that clear? Replay the video, follow the steps. So once I open this, can you see where they wrote alignment? Can you see alignment? I click and align. So it says horizontally to the what? Center. Vertically to the what? Center. Can you see that? Then you press the enter key. Once you do that, they are okay. But very importantly, please, I want you to go back to that format cell. Make sure you click on wrap test. Once you finish aligning them to the center, click on this wrap test and okay. So that it will, once you do it now, it will start looking almost exactly as what you have here, as what you have in the assignment given. Okay, what's the next instruction? After entering the data, insert a new row between 2 and 3. That's the next instruction. So this insertion is not important. It just wants you to learn how to insert. So if you want to insert any new row, on top of any of the rows, right click and say what? Insert. You can see I've inserted between 2 and 3. So I'm going to remove it also by right clicking again and saying what? Delete. So it's just trying to teach you how to, in case if you want to bring in a new row. Then the next instruction says what? Format column F to include $sign and 2 decimal places. Only column F. So I'm going to go back. Where is the column F? This is column F. It's containing numbers. So we want you to be in currency. So I click here, right click, and I say what? Format cell. So I'll go to numbers. I will choose currency because you want it to have a currency sign. So I'll choose dollar here. This is where I choose dollar. Dollar is already there in case it was another thing. And this is 2 decimal place. You can choose to 3 decimal place or 2. So 2 I select and press okay. Once you do that, you see that everything here now is now having a dollar sign, and they're also having 2 decimal places. Now, what is the next instruction? The next instruction says apply border to the cells. Apply what? Apply border to the cells. That's the next thing. So once you get back, to apply border, you select all the places you're working on. So I'm going to click here. So let me check out how it is here. So it just starts from 2. So I get back to my work. I select all of them. Can you see the way I selected all of them? By clicking and dragging across. Then I'll go here. Can you see this place? This is where the border is. I'll click the arrow there and pick any form of border that I want. I'm going to choose all borders. So you can see now there is now border on it. Then finally, what is the next instruction? The next instruction says center the worksheet horizontally and vertically and save your file as Excel 1. So I'm going to just save the file as Excel 1 because we might need to work on this later instead of centering it now. So to save, I simply go to File, Save As. Once you click on Save As, in the dialog box that will come out. Okay, this is the dialog box. So I say I should save it as what? Excel 1. So I'm saving it on my desktop. So I'll press the Enter key. So with that, we are done with this. With that, we are what? Done with this. So take note of how we change the height and everything. It's very, very important. So if I shift this more now, it will write exactly the way it is here. So it is exactly the way it is here. So what we are having here now is exactly what we are having here. So that is all you are expected to do. So the next assignment, having known how to do this, I'm going to give you the assignment to do now to prepare the exercise 2. So this is exercise 2. So prepare it. In the next class, I'm going to show you how to insert formulas. So that is what we're going to be learning. So prepare this thing exactly the way it is with what I've told you by following the instruction. These are the instructions for this one. So follow it and prepare it, but don't insert the formulas yet. In subsequent class, we are going to learn how to insert the formulas. I hope we understood this. Is there any question? You can ask your question now. Ask question before we sign off. So anybody with question, or was it clear? Yeah. I just put the border line. It's already there. The borders are already there. Just yeah, if you want to do the border, once you select first, you have to select what you want to border. Then you come here, you see border, pick any kind of border you want. Yeah. Is that clear? Clear now, ba? So with that, we can sign off. Thank you. God bless you. See you when I see you later.